And yes or no, Director, would you agree that lax gun policies in certain states have resulted in firearms flooding municipalities that are unable to override those state-level policies?
Again, respectfully, I don't know the details of all that, but it wouldn't be in my role as ATF director, as a law enforcement officer, to become involved in debates in state policy matters.
Communities like St. Louis experienced the brunt of gun violence, this epidemic, because of state-level policies in Missouri and elsewhere that failed to enact common-sense gun laws to keep our communities safe. Republicans' failure to act is deadly. We've seen it over and over again. It's deadly. Less than 6 months ago, we had a mass shooting at Central Visual and Performing Arts High School in St. Louis that may have been prevented if Missouri Republicans had agreed to enact a red flag law. So when we talk about accountability, we need to talk about who's really at fault here, and we need to make sure that our communities aren't being unfairly targeted by the failures of others. So, Director, let me switch gears. The ATF has had issues in the past with racist and bigoted behavior by agents. Yes or no, are you aware of the Good Old Boys Roundup that the ATF agents participated in the 1980s and 90s?
I am not. I would say I have been to St. Louis recently, and the shooting that you referenced, I just want to say, of course, the survivors of gun violence. I meet with victims and survivors wherever I go. ATF was among the first people participating in that investigation on that scene. And I just want to say there's a lot of really good collaborative work going on in St. Louis that I know you know about to try and help protect people both sides of the river on this issue.
Right, and your work is being inhibited by those Republican policies, but thank you. You're right, we are collaborating. Would you answer the Good Old Boys Roundup question?
I don't.
Ladies' time
I
is
can
up.
follow up on that. I don't know about that city.
Okay, we will send you the information. Thank you, and I yield back.
Chair recognizes Mr. Klein for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, Director, for being here. You know, from day one, President Biden has made it clear that he intends to target the Second Amendment rights of millions of law-abiding Americans, from the ATF pistol brace rule to the recent zero-tolerance executive order targeting federal firearm licensees and background checks. It's more apparent than ever that the rights of law-abiding Americans are under attack. I want to go to the out-of-business records issue. Again, it was discussed earlier. As you know, FFLs must give their server of firearm transaction records to the ATF once they go out of business. And these files are converted into screenshots, which you testified that ATF cannot be searched electronically. And that
By name.
By name.